The video you're about to watch was recorded in May, and I decided now was the time to finish it. This week had a GameStop sale, 4 for $10 and 4 for $40, and I go through in this video a bunch of the hauls that I got, and let's just say it was a pretty crazy week. I mean, I got some decent stuff, but you know, the stories make up for it. There was a lot of incidents this week, and I go through all of them in detail. There's a lot of follically impaired gentlemen impairing my game collecting progress, and I have to stretch this intro to 30 seconds, so here you go. Now today we worked in the 4 for 10, and you know, I went to 4 GameStops today, and going into the final one, I had absolutely nothing.
I am to this GameStop. It's the worst GameStop I've ever been to. Like, this is now the second time.
Of course, you can always leave it to Rage 2 to save the day. This is a sealed Rage 2, the greatest game ever made, and it's so good, as a matter of fact, that the GameStops could not clear out the new copies, so they had to mark them as pre-owned and sell them for $2 each in order to get rid of them. That just shows you the quality that you're dealing with Rage 2. But besides Rage 2, I got Skylanders Superchargers and Lego Dimensions, which both sell for like 10 to 15. And of course, you can't forget about Star Wars Squadrons, a 4-year-old Star Wars game that's worth $6. How is it so worthless already? I don't know. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for... So today was quite a wild day. I'm going to go through the story incrementally. So the first GameStop was absolutely horrible. The second one, we pull up to the GameStop. There's bars over the door, but all the lights are on. So I'm like, okay, maybe they're on lunch break. So that's a common GameStop employee tactic. They go on lunch break. The store closes for like a half hour. So we go walk around the shop, right? And they're still not back. Like a half hour later, we're like, all right, we'll wait a little bit longer. We're standing outside the front door. The GameStop employee sees us from the back, comes to the door, says, "We have an emergency in the back right now. We'll be open in 30 minutes. Like, what the fuck? What happened? What emergency is going on inside a GameStop? The benefit of editing this video 4 months later is that I can give some insight on this GameStop. It closed after this. Whatever that emergency in the back was caused their demise. I really want to know what it was now, because I'm real curious why they closed. What emergency caused them to close the store in the following weeks? But here's the haul at the third GameStop. Now, this is another, interesting story. So we get in there, right? The guy working behind the counter has a blue afro, which I've never seen before in my life. Keep that in mind. I've never seen a blue afro before. We walk in, he's playing the Fallout radio. This is like 50s music on the background. I'm like, what the fuck? So I look around, don't see anything at first. Ready to walk out, and then I spot Guitar Hero Metallica for 20, so it would be 10 with the 4 for 40. So that's like a $40 game. So I gotta pick out something, right? If I didn't pick out anything, it'd be throwing money into the wishing well. So I found Shovel Knight and The Last of Us Remastered. Of course I have The Last. We were in the store for an hour at this point because the store was extremely barren, and I'm just ready to get out at that point. So I picked Little Nightmares 2. I would never buy this for $10, but I mean, Guitar Hero Metallica was there, so I couldn't not do 4 for 40. We also got Real Farm Premium Edition. That really saved my day right there. So here's the haul at GameStop number 4. Now the 4 for 40 this time went off without a hitch. We got GTA 5 for PS5. I hate that this exists, but game is game. Cabela's African Adventures, which sells for like $25. It's a pretty rare game. BioShock, the collection. I'm a big BioShock fan, so I wanted the collection for PS4 for no reason other than I like BioShock. Sakura Wars. I kind of made a pledge to myself that I'll buy any obscure PS4 titles that I find during this, just because I'll have the opportunity. But the issue here came with the 4 for 10. Now, I found Skylanders Superchargers. I bought this yesterday. It's like a $12 to $15 game, so I could sell it. I could make my money back. So I'm like, all right, I'll do 4 for 10, no matter what, because there's no reason not to. I look around for a while. I don't find anything, but I do find 3 copies of Uncharted 4 on the shelf, and I'm like, all right, I'll just buy 3 Uncharted 4s. The reason I was going to buy 3 Uncharted 4s is because I have a bunch of friends who collect games, and if any of them don't have Uncharted 4, I'll just give it to them, because why not? And if all of them have Uncharted 4, I'll just trade them into my game store for like hopefully my $2 back. So I asked the guy, can I buy 3 Uncharted 4s? And he's like, no, sorry, because of anti-scalping rules, I can't sell you 3. So I threw in this Deus Ex game. I don't have it. It's completely beat up, but like, what else am I gonna find for $5 besides like NHL 20? I mean, I don't even really care about this game. If you go to GameStops a lot, you know, they ask about, would you like to protect this game for however much? I always say no, for multiple reasons. One is I treat my games with care, besides, you know, the one that I just threw. Any game that I care about the functionality of, I treat with care. So I say no to the protection. As you should. GameStop protection is a scam. If you break your games and they stop working, you're a moron. This is something I somehow, some way forgot to mention at the time. The guy, when we were driving up to the store, he was taking a fat rip of his vape outside of the store because I guess it was empty, and then the second we walked in, everything was back to normal. Very strange. That's another thing to keep in mind. He was bald as shit. There's a reason I don't like bald people. I say no to the protection, and the guy's like, oh, you couldn't even buy the protection. Like, I let you buy 2 Uncharted 4s. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. You like, he keeps fucking. It's like, if you bought the protection, I give you another Uncharted 4. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? There's no way. If you don't buy the protection, I won't sell you another copy of Uncharted 4. Like, get off my dick. And at this point in the day, I'm feeling horrible about myself. I feel like I just wasted my time, although I did get a decent enough haul. But the last 2 GameStop saved the day. GameStop 5, we got Need for Speed Most Wanted for Xbox 360, complete in great condition. This game is worth like $65 to $70. And then at the last GameStop, we asked the guy working there, do you guys have any older games? So he points us to the ones on the shelf, and he's like,
there's a box of games in the back that we can't sell. Do you want to take a look?
You know, before I get to that, we got Fear 2, Fear 3, and Fable 2. I ended up getting a massive box of free games, and I felt like I should buy something. Now here's the box of free stuff that's completely full. I'll cut to me having all the good stuff laid out. So here's what we got for free. All of this stuff is just kind of whatever. I mean, I'm not going to complain about free games. That would be crazy of me. I really appreciate that I got them at all. These were the 2 best ones for sure. NBA 2K14 sells for like 12 to 15, and Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock sells for like 10 to 12, so it was a pretty good haul for free. I mean, no such thing as a bad haul for free, am I right? I just got home for the final day of GameStop week. We got Spyro Dawn of the Dragon for Wii for 10, Shantae Half Genie Hero for 10, Terraria, I just got this because I've been looking for a black label Terraria for a little bit. Got Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, another Wii U game I was missing, and Rapala Pro Bass Fish. Just want to let it be known that the Rapala Pro Bass Fishing is broken. If you see, it has a hole in the disc. I don't know why they took this in, but you know, I might as well show off the fact that it doesn't work real quick. Now I want to let everyone know I don't care whatsoever that this game doesn't work. It doesn't matter at all to me because I'm not playing Rapala, so I'll just sell mine instead because it probably works. Invalid disc. There you go. I mean, wild. I traded in a bunch of the games that I got yesterday for free from the GameStop. They were all like trash Wii games. I traded I was around 50 bad games, to say the least, in to my game store in exchange for $30 trade credit, which may sound pretty bad considering there's 50 games, but what really was bad was the quality of the games. Point is, I bought Axiom Verge for the Wii U today. I am going for the full Wii U set, and Axiom Verge was the game that I was most nervous about not finding. When it comes to Wii U collecting, there are a few more expensive games, but Axiom Verge is the one that I was the most nervous about never finding. So when I saw it in my game store, I knew it had to be mine at that moment. I'm about to do something wild. It is sealed right now, and I opened it. I wanna defend myself. I'm not the type of guy to be like, games are meant to be played. Don't get me wrong. The game itself is going to be staying sealed. I opened it so I could sell the box. So on the whole, it was a pretty decent week. I paid $332 for everything I got, and it was about $609 in value as of right now. At the time, some of the stuff was worth more, some was worth less, but it was a very good week. And let me know if you guys want more game hunting style videos like this because I thought this one turned out pretty funny. But I'll see you guys in the next video.